Hello everyone, back tuning in to today's video, weekend forecast for today's video. So as always on a Saturday, we have a detailed look at the weather for the week ahead, and I shall get to it back for you in a moment. Just to say that the first video today was 6 AM upload with releasing each show to 42 days / 6 weeks look ahead, and if that wasn't enough, there's going to be a 10 to 14 day coming up later on this afternoon as well. Please like and subscribe on the video, thank you so very much everybody for doing that. I hope you're having a lovely Saturday. Wow, it's a weekend everyone. How lovely. Thank you so much to the Weather Outlook and Vada for supplying the charts. That's amazing, thank you so much. Right, well, let's crack on with the week ahead then. So starting off with a rare picture, a bit of dry weather across the country today, but we have got patches of light rain and drizzle. A more general area of showery light rain through Northern Ireland into southern Scotland and the far north-east of England. And then further south across England, just dribs and drabs of light, patchy, drizzly bits and pieces of rain and drizzle here and there. But also you'll see lots of dry weather in between those sort of sporadic bursts of rain. Scotland mainly dry as well, away from the far south. Excuse me, so head data up to pressure chart. We're bringing in a mild air from off the Atlantic in the south, but the north has turned a little bit colder, just temporarily. So, through the rest of today, we're going to have some brighter sunny spells across Scotland, mainly dry until we get into the far south of Scotland, and then we'll pick up a few showers, showery bursts through there. And they'll continue into parts of Northern Ireland and north-eastern England. They'll pep up a little bit later on this afternoon as well, more about that in a second. Further south, England and Wales, we're going to have lots of cloud with light drizzly bits, pieces of rain and drizzle coming in down, but also lots of dry weather. It's going to be a very mild day for Northern Ireland, England, Wales. Temperatures holding up at around 10 to 14 Celsius. That's 50 to 57 in Fahrenheit, but it will be a little bit colder across Scotland, or quite a bit colder across Scotland. Temperatures there around 3 to 6 degrees. Now this evening we're going to find those outbreaks of rain pepping up through southern Scotland and the far north and north-east of England. There could be some quite heavy bursts mixed in for a while this evening. It might even turn a little bit wintry over the high ground, but most of that should clear away into the North Sea. And then we're left with a mostly dry night, lots of cloud coming through, light patchy, just bits and pieces of rain here and there, most likely in the west and in the northwest. It will be a very mild night tonight away from central northern Scotland, where clear spells will lead to widespread frost. Temperature going down by 1 or 2 there, but generally a very mild night away from northern Scotland, with temperatures holding up at around 6 to 10 degrees. Well, into tomorrow, certainly high pressure will be reaching back into the south with low pressure up to the north. At this area of low pressure will bring some heavy rain, strong winds into northern Scotland. Most places starting dry, most places staying dry actually through the day, but western, northern and central Scotland will turn wet and windy as the day wears on. Some quite heavy rain setting in, particularly for north and western Scotland through the afternoon. The rest of the country, again, lots of dry weather, a little bit and piece of rain drizzle here and there. Also quite a lot of cloud, perhaps a little bit more in way of brighter sunny spells compared to today. Temperatures tomorrow are going to be another very mild day. Temperatures generally ranging from around 7 to 14 degrees. 14 is 57 in Fahrenheit. Will be a milder day across Scotland as well as this southwesterly wind picks up. And then we go on into Monday. We've got the familiar setup of high pressure south, low pressure to the north. That brings lots of dry weather in across England and Wales. Again, there will be a lot of cloud around. Perhaps the odd light bit and piece of rain drizzle here and there, but the emphasis is on mostly dry weather. A few brighter sunny spells. Further northwards, there'll be further showery rain through northern and western Scotland, possibly affecting Northern Ireland, southwestern Scotland at times, maybe around some of these Irish coasts, a little bit of drizzle as well. But driest weather will always be the further north and east you happen to go. A very mild day again on Monday, with temperatures ranging from around 7 to 14 degrees once again. Now, low pressure deepens to the north of Scotland on Tuesday, and a cold front starts to come in from off the Atlantic. We start off mostly dry on Tuesday, again very mild, rather cloudy. Outbreaks of rain along the cold front will be pushing into western Scotland and Northern Ireland. through the afternoon and into the evening. That band of rain will push southwards and eastwards across the rest of Scotland and eventually into northwestern England. Further southwards going to be mostly dry. Again, quite a lot of cloud once you bright sun spells coming through. Another very mild day on Tuesday. Temperatures ranging from around 5 to 11 or 12 degrees. That's not quite as mild on Tuesday as like tomorrow and Monday will be, but nevertheless a very mild day. Well, that cold front pushes southwards and eastwards overnight, Tuesday into Wednesday, and that changes the complexion of the weather for Wednesday. Winds will turn into the northwest and weather will start to turn colder. So that band of rain will push southwards and eastwards across the country overnight Tuesday into Wednesday. Could bring some quite wet weather even down into the south and southeast. Where polar on behind will be brighter skies through the day and also showers. Those showers will turn increasingly wintry in the north and west, with snow falling to quite low levels by the end of Wednesday across Scotland. Wintry showers coming into some of these western regions. The south and east should be mostly dry once that wet weather clears on Wednesday morning. Temperatures ranging from around 3 to 8 degrees, so that's not too far from average, really, the time of year. But given how very mild it's been lately, that will feel, quite cold. And then we go through into Thursday. Winds are in from the north, so it will be a cold day on Thursday with wintry showers, particularly in northern and to eastern areas. A few around western coast as well. Many inland areas, though, probably mostly dry with bright or sunny spells. Temperatures on Thursday will be a little bit colder still, ranging from around 2 to 6 degrees. There's likely to be a widespread frost early and late on Thursday morning and again on Thursday night. And then into Friday the weekend, things start to become uncertain. Just how long will the cold weather go on for? Will it get colder as we get into the weekend? So there is a lot of uncertainty about that. That's Friday with high pressure out to west. Winds still coming in from quite a cold sort of north-northeasterly direction. Then next weekend, sort of sees high pressure building up over Scandinavia and pulling in more of an east-northeasterly. And that's quite a cold northeast. That could bring wintry showers, maybe a few snow showers into more southern and southeastern parts of the country next weekend, while further north and west of the region of high pressure, it remains mostly dry and cold. But there's a lot of uncertainty about all of this period from Friday through to next weekend, though. So all I'd say about that is watch your space. There's no sign of the beach from the east, I have to say. So, you might be hearing about sort of beasterly easterlies and that kind of thing. There is no sign of a genuine beast from the east, but it doesn't need to have a beast from the east, to just be generally cold and quite wintry, and we might be seeing a few hints of that for next weekend. So let's just wait and see. Right, just have a quick look at charts and weather outlook today. Lots of cloud across the country. A few damp patches here and there. It will be very mild away from central North Scotland where it's colder. Tomorrow, that's a little bit more in way of brighter sunny spells coming through. Again, a very mild day in most parts of the country. Into Monday, the really mild conditions continue. Temperature there up to 14 degrees. Tuesday will be another very mild day, but as the day progresses, we will bring a cold front into the north and west, with these outbreaks of rain gradually spreading southwards and eastwards during the course of Tuesday night and into Wednesday. And then Wednesday will be a different day. The wet weather clears from the southeast in the morning, and we're left with sunny spells, but also wintry showers coming into the north and west. Temperature's about average, but it certainly will feel, quite a lot colder, I think, as we go through Wednesday, with those showers becoming more widespread and turning wintry in western regions. And then on into Thursday, again, quite a cold day. Wintry showers, particularly in northern and eastern areas, I would have thought, but it does show them quite widespread, even down to more southern parts of the country. There's a little bit of a risk of wintry showers. Let's say quite cold into Friday, although the emphasis probably turns towards drier weather then. And there will be some quite sharp overnight frost as well for the second half of the week. So in summary, we're looking at a very mild start to the week, definitely. Really mild weather continues up to Tuesday, away from northern Scotland where it is colder. Wednesday, Tuesday night into Wednesday, things will turn colder, and then the second half of next week will be quite cold, and there's an increasing risk of wintry showers, particularly in the north and the west. Right, be back later on your 10th of 14 Dab. That will include all our regular features, so come back for that then. But for this week's weekend forecast, that's all for now, and thanks for watching.